Good morning, YouTube. It's the 30th of September, and you know, this is the first time I've been out this month. One reason and the other, some health, some just commitments, I just haven't been able to get out this month. So anyway, luckily the weather was good and I'm free to do it today. So I'm out and about, I'm on my way to the yellow van, gonna have a bit of lunch and have a little chat about the bike, because this week will make 2 years since I bought this bike. So let's call it a 2-year review. What do I think of it and what have I done to it? Well, I think it's marvelous, absolutely marvelous. I've had a new speedo, so the miles aren't accurate on this one, because I did about 7,000 plus with the first speedo. So in total I've probably done over 8,000 miles in the 2 years, which, you know, for me isn't too bad. It's all for pleasure, there's no commuting with that. I can say it's gone without a hitch. I haven't had one hiccup in the 2 years, other than the speedo, which was replaced under warranty. Would I recommend a Royal Enfield Classic 350? Yes, I would. I would recommend it highly. For the type of riding I do, which is mainly, as you see here, country lanes. Obviously sometimes I'm on the motorway if I want to get somewhere that needs me to take a motorway to get there, but mainly it's runs like this. If I was commuting 50 miles each way every day on a motorway, I don't think this would be the right bike. But for regular pootling about and enjoying yourself, taking in the scenery and generally enjoying riding, I'd say this is a marvelous bike. It's taken me about these 2 years to get the bike, as they say, my own. I've added bits and bobs to it from day one, and I don't think I want to add any more bits and bobs to it. Time will tell if that's true, but I think I've got the bike now absolutely spot on. You can see I took that sat nav off here, which was very, very good, but I didn't like it on there. I don't need it for my riding, but if anyone wants one, the Aochi is a very, very good machine. I'll clarify that and say it's very good for the price as well. The price is very low. Anyway, I've taken it off, but I have put the quad lock back on just in case I need to attach the phone, which is in my pocket at the moment. But if I need to attach it for any reason, it's there. And it's got the anti-vibration damper on it as well, which does work. You know, I haven't had any trouble in all the years I've been using quad lock. This is the first day I've got my wax jacket back on. I know it's a lovely day, but I've been out for a short while in the car this morning and it was reading 6 degrees, so it's not the warmest of days, but the sun makes it feel so much better. So first day with a wax jacket. There's no liner in it at the moment, and I certainly haven't got the heated jacket at the moment, but it won't be long, I guess. As I say, I'm on my way to the yellow van. I'm going to have a bite of lunch and then I'll find somewhere afterwards to do another walk round and do the final walk round, really, of me attaching bits. I'm pretty determined not to add any more bits to this. Well, I sort of think about it when I say that, but I know what I'm like. If you can see down on the crash bar there, I bought one of those drinks holders that I saw advertised on Instagram or something. I couldn't resist that. I haven't used it yet, but I may buy something today and stick it in it, see how it works. But that was the last thing. Once I bought that, I thought no more, no more. I totted it up the other day when I was sitting on the computer, and do you know, I've got over £2,000 worth of extras on this bike. I could have bought another bike for that, couldn't I? But anyway, I love it. I love the way it is now. I see the colours are starting to change. The sunshine brings the colours out well. The autumn colours, that is. Over the next month I'm going to enjoy watching the colours go from these motley greens, gentle oranges, right through to yellows, and then boom, boom, bare trees. By not riding in September, I guess I've missed a lot of the hedge cutting, which I put my punctures that I had last year down to the hedge cutting, and so maybe I'm luckier this year. And the longer I go without a puncture, the less chance of me wanting to change the wheels. I don't really want to change the wheels, but you know, if I kept getting punctures, I think tubeless tyres would be a better option. Yeah, it hadn't been out for a month, but it's running so smooth, it's not true. Funny thing is, people ask me, does the belt drive make a difference? Well, I tend to forget what it was like before I had it. I seem to remember thinking it made a difference when I put it on, and I certainly find the bike very smooth, but it, you know, it was sort of smooth before. So, but I'm convinced. I've got to be convinced because of the money, but I'm convinced it is a smoother ride with a belt, but it's, you know, it's really splitting hairs, really. I mean, the main thing with the belt is, I mean, as I say, I haven't ridden the bike for a month. I didn't have to oil the chain and clean it up before I came out today. Maintenance, that's it. I mentioned in previous videos I'm trying to sell a 1957 Royal Enfield Bullet that's been restored and is a lovely looking bike, but with my leg conditions I can't kick it over, so I'm trying to sell that. I haven't had any luck yet, so I'm, you know, thinking I may have to reduce the price, and so anybody interested who wants to make an offer, please do. It's got to go, really, even though I'd love to keep it, but it's just sitting there in the shed. It's covered over, and I get it started up and run by a friend of mine fairly frequently, but it's still, I look at it and I think you need to be somewhere where someone can ride you, and that's what I want, really. I just wanted to go somewhere that somebody who, well, you've got to know a bit about them, haven't you, really? It's not like buying one of these and just getting on and riding. You've got to have the interest in old British bikes. But no, it'd be nice for it to go somewhere where somebody could just once in a while take it out for a run and keep it alive, really. Another thing I've been doing over the last month, when I've had a bit of time, is I've added another vehicle to my life. It's a Toyota Alphard. I'll put a picture up of it, but it's 21 years old, and it belonged to my wife, so I've just come into it, really. She's got herself a newer one, and we absolutely love these vehicles. But this one is 21 years old, as I say, and it's got quite a lot of miles on it, but it still drives beautifully. And so I'm converting it into a day van with a little bed in it, in case I ever want to spend a night out. I'm too old now to crawl into a tent that I could carry on the back of the bike, but I do miss the odd nights camping, and so camping in a van might be the answer. Anyway, I'm going to add it to the channel and put the odd thing about the camper van on. It's probably of no interest to anyone who's watching for the bike content, but you never know. It gives me a bit more to do, and it'll get me out a bit more in the winter. I mean, the beauty of a camper van or a day van is that it doesn't really matter what weather it is. During the month I bought a leisure battery for the bike. It's a small leisure battery, the size of a motorcycle battery, that's going to fit in one of my back boxes, so that I'll be able to use my heated gear without any fear of flattening the bike battery. And I thank Steve for his advice on that one. And yes, the battery's been ordered. It's the Lucas that was recommended, but it's not been ordered. I've got it. It has been ordered, I mean, and it's arrived. I've got it. And so well, I haven't even got the lining in this jacket yet. I don't know what's going on. Can I go? Yes, I can. But I reckon come November, heated gear might be useful. I might be putting this Merlin jacket up for sale as well, because I've lost a bit of weight over the last year, intentionally I might add, and it's really too big for me now. I bought a large one so I could fit wear stuff underneath it and be comfortable, but now, I mean, as I say, I've lost probably about 20 pounds, so yeah, I got a feeling I might have to sell this one and get another one. I'll probably get another Merlin, because I mean, this is a really good jacket. There you are, the rev counter's telling me I've got one more gear, and there it is. Perfect, well worth the hundreds and hundreds of pounds I paid for it. I like the look of it though, that little rev counter here. I like the look of that. It's got a little red glow. I must admit it is good to be back out. I think when you haven't been out for a week or two, I mean, it's a bit of an effort to get out. So I made a determined effort today. I did what I had to do, and now I've got a few hours that I can go and have a bit of lunch and enjoy the ride, and the day is perfect. Okay, well, I've had some lunch at the Yellow Van, and I've just stopped and had a Mr. Whippy here, and now I'm on my way to the Clywyn Dam. We're in the Elan Valley. I thought I'd ride to the Clywyn Dam and do a little bit of a walk around of the bike, just to show you what it looks like after 2 years and the bits and bobs I've done to it. I absolutely love riding through these trees. One of my favourite parts of the Elan Valley. I don't know why, it just does it for me. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Right, we're just approaching the Clywyn Dam. As I say, I'm going to stop just up here and do this walk around and show you the bike. Well, here she is. I'll do a quick walk around and then point out the bits and bobs. Well, starting from the front, what have we got here? Well, right here we've got the replacement peak. There was a silver peak here, and I changed it for this black one. I think they call it the Aero Peak. Most of this stuff came from Hitchcock's, and yeah, I prefer the look of that on this particular bike. The silver peak's fine, but I just prefer the look of that. coming across here, I put the replacement brake and clutch levers and the bar end mirrors. Floating down we have the crash bars and the belly pan for keeping the dirt off the engine, and this is that little gadget I told you I couldn't resist on the internet the other day for holding a bottle of water. Does the job. The bottle of water's been in there a few miles now. Coming on round, I'm probably going to miss something as we go around, but I put the low seat on this one because my short legs meant I can now flat foot quite comfortably. And under there is the decat pipe. I decided to put that on some time back. On the back I fitted these boxes along with removing the pillion seat and fitting the rack over the mudguard. The rack, the GV, I don't think this came from Hitchcock's, I think that was from Sports Bike Shop, but I could be wrong there. I could be wrong. I can't remember basically. But yeah, and the other thing I've done, I like that box so much I decided to buy one and make it fit the other side. And it does fit. It's been on for some time now, a couple of months anyway, and the only difference is it's back to front and the keyhole is this side, whereas on the other one, the correct one, because they only sell these single-sided, the keyhole's on the back, but I can live with that. I bought this rack from Hitchcock's and it's the Indian one. It's a cheap one, but it does the job. Yeah, that box on the left-hand side of the bike has been made to fit. The brackets in the middle here fit okay, but I guess these are for stabilizing it or keeping it from shaking about. I just put one of those on. I filled the holes from the other ones there with grommets and I haven't had any trouble with that. So coming on round, the engine bars. Did I mention those? The engine bars are on. The air filter, which is under here, I've taken, I'm using the original air filter, but I've got the open intake, I suppose you call it, and so it just gets the air in a bit easier. And then hidden below there, you can see the belt drive that I converted to. Probably see it better from the back here. Yeah, that's been on well over 1,000 miles now without any issues. So that's number two. And of course, within this bit here, the engine, I've got the Kent cam. And yeah, that makes a difference too. So I think, I doubt if I've covered everything. I just, you do so much that you forget what you've done. But the quad lock is back on for the phone. I'm just looking. This little gadget here is the remote for the GoPro. So that's handy little gadget when you're filming. Yeah, that about sums up all the things I've done to it. So there she is. And I'll wander around here and get a shot with the Clyrewyn Dam. Gent in the car just stopped to admire the bike. I must admit it does get a lot of admiring, or admirers I should say, but there it is. That's the Clyrewyn Dam behind it, and after 2 years of ownership I can only sing its praises. As I say, I've done about 8,000, maybe a little more than 8,000 now, but I've enjoyed every mile of it. And I'm still on the original front tyre. And that's not bad, is it? There's still plenty on there. The back tyre's been changed because of a puncture. But there we go. So that's a little walk around, and I'm going to get back on it now and head home, I think. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little looker at the bike and the gadgets. I'm on my way home now, and I'm going to end the video about now. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please consider subscribing to the channel. It does help. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.